Hi, Bill McGarvey here with an RCU on-the-go click tip. As an old Trekkie, I couldn't resist using that picture to start a video I call Spray Bottle Sensibilities. Now the fact of the matter is, the original Star Trek series was filmed, aired, and canceled before OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, was formed back in 1970. So technically, Dr. McCoy wasn't in violation of the Hazard Communication Standard. Of course, it would be good to know if that was glass cleaner or Romulan ale. Today, our spray bottles and any other containers intended to be used by more than one person or longer than one shift are required to be labeled with a GHS-compliant label. GHS stands for Globally Harmonized System of Classification and Labeling of Chemicals and was a major part of the most recent revision to the Hazard Communication Standard. Are you familiar with the pictograms? Is everyone on your team familiar with the pictograms and what they actually mean? Another concern with spray bottles is how we use them. When you pull the trigger, does the chemical come out as a stream or a mist, like this? If you answered mist, I'm going to ask you to adjust the nozzle on your spray bottle so it comes out as more of a stream, like this. When the chemicals come out as a mist, a portion of that cloud is headed for our breathing zone. Not surprisingly, the cleaning profession has one of the highest rates of industrial asthma in the nation. I recently read about a study that noted a connection between the use of disinfectants at least once a week by nurses and a higher risk of them developing COPD later in life. That's chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Our disinfectants are regulated as pesticides, and historically we spray them all over the place, especially in restrooms that often have the worst air circulation in the building. Even if the product you're using is not a disinfectant, there may be ingredients that we don't need to be breathing into our system. I've never read a safety data sheet that suggested breathing in the mist of a product over the course of your shift would be a good idea. Besides adjusting the nozzle, some other options to reduce potential chemical exposure include flip-top caps, which produce a more controlled flow of the liquid, foaming trigger sprayers, which produce more of a sudsy solution but does not atomize the chemicals. And finally, whenever practical, spray the chemical into the wiper and take the wiper to the surface. If you'd like to take a closer look at some of these options, or if you have questions about the Hazard Communication Standard, please contact your Philip Rosenau sales leader. Thanks for watching, and until next time, please, let's get it clean, but safely.